Hi, I'm Sarah Thompson. This is EDL 856, the case study of parental apathy. First, we're going to visit John F. Kennedy School. It has very limited involvement with the parents. There's absolutely no PTA or PTO organizations. The principal really doesn't think that parents want to be involved due to their lack of attendance and meetings and things that they've been asked to volunteer for. And he says the community doesn't want to be involved either. Mrs. Rose, she's coming in as a brand new assistant principal. She has just taken a class in community relations and she understands the importance of parent and community involvement. First, we're going to look at the problem identification and analysis. What do I know? I know that no parents are showing up for the meetings. The principal feels like the community doesn't want to be involved. He stated that they have told him that it is up to the educator's job to educate the students. And only 8 parents showed up for the recent advisory group. What do I need to know? I want to know why the involvement was greater in the past. What happened to dissolve the past PTA? Was there an issue that occurred? Or was it just not delegated to other individuals as the president and secretary resigned, or as their students aged out of the school? I would also like to know who in the community was he talking to, who felt this way, who felt that it was only up to the educator, and what exactly was said in those phone calls that he received. Also, I want to know what type of communication he's using to reach out to the parents. If it's just simply a phone call or if it is a slip of paper. I know myself, those slips of paper that come home in my kids' backpacks, sometimes I never see them, never find them. And also, a lot of phone calls can go to voicemail and it takes a while before they are returned. Identifying the problem. The major problem is there's no involvement, no parent involvement. They're not getting there for meetings. There's no PTA. There's no community involvement. There's no outside resources for these students. And also, when they did have a meeting, the principal was so upset about the lack of attendance that he didn't even feel like he should go on with it. Next, my proposed plan of action with appropriate strategies for implementation. First of all, I say continue with the meeting. Get up there, get these parents excited, show them what's going on in the school, tell them why it is important that they be involved. And then next, reach out to the community. Tell them about what's going on in the school. Have these students do things out in the community, visit nursing homes, do some cleanup projects, just so the community is aware of the students and the students are trying to attempt to reach out to them and return that. Hopefully then they return the favor to the school. And ask the assistant principal to take over community relations. The principal obviously has a very hard feeling towards what's going on with the parents in the community, so maybe it would be best if he delegates the task to her. Implementing this plan, like I said before, go on with the meeting, get these few parents there excited, and especially with the means of social media and other things, they can hopefully get other parents on board and they can realize what they need to do for our students. Invite the community in for an open house. Let them in, let them see the school, let them see what needs to be done and fixed in the school. Let them see the kids in their shining moments and what they can provide for the community as well. Mrs. Rose will lead another thing, like I talked about. Miss Rose will lead all interactions with parents and the community, just to take the stress off the principal. Of course, she will have to get his approval on certain things like starting up a PTO, but I think once she takes part in this and gets people a little excited about this school and what's going on with this school, then he will be more open to letting more organizations and be involved with the school. Next, how will I resolve the issues based on promoting the success of all students? What is best for my students? Everyone needs to work together to educate. It is so important that the parents are involved. They need to know what's going on in the classroom so they can help their students. The community needs to be involved, because with them comes policy. They can help with the board and policy changes and making the effective changes that are needed for the school, and just helping it grow and become a better environment and a better positive place for these students to attend. And also, with everybody getting involved, it reduces the misunderstanding of what's going on. The community needs to know that it takes more than just a teacher to take care of these children's education, but it takes everybody as a whole working together. Looking at debriefing the problem, what was I thinking? Feeling and valuing. My first thing is, how could he just give up? Giving up on interactions with parents and the community is almost giving up on the students and just giving them the everything that they need in their education. And why? Absolutely no PTA. There has to be some feeling or something happened to where he is just saying no. And it's very saddened, because again, the kids are missing out. The community is missing out. The working together all as a team is not there, and that is very important in a school environment. What issues are still unresolved or open to further investigation? I've brought it up a couple of times, but investigating the past PTA and what occurred, and why at first did he say no to any parental meetings and then he allowed for one. What was the source of feeling or change, or did he do more studies? Did he have a change of heart? I would just like to know what happened between the initial no and then the allowing for the meeting. And the meeting was about parental involvement that said you can attend if you want. It was on a slip of paper. You know, he left it very open, and also he gave them 4 days notice. I know as a teacher, a parent, and a very active in my own community, 4 days sometimes is not enough time to allow for these parents. And also the piece of paper, if he would have put it, on a school Facebook, put a little blurb in the newspaper, a little tiny announcement on the radio. Again, social media, I think, would have been huge for these parents. A lot of people paid more attention to social media than anything. So I think the meeting about parental involvement would have gotten more involved, given them a higher time frame, and also more of a notice, or probably more of a notification than just a slip of paper. An educational leader promotes the academic success and personal well-being of every student by promoting communities of engagement for families and other stakeholders in community. So first, I'm going to look at promoting academic success for every student. Having the community involved keeps everyone engaged. It keeps the students engaged, gets them excited about doing things, even as far as, cleaning up a neighborhood, planting a tree, gets the community involved and enjoying what the students are doing. But it also, the community coming in and talking to these students can help get them encouraged and excited about furthering their education, and it helps develop a common vision. If everybody's on the same page and making the same goals for this school, then there won't be the negative phone calls and the just do your job and educate these kids, but everybody can come together to make a strong vision for this school. And also, looking in the community, there are so many individuals that can come and speak to the students, help tutor the students, give them a drive and a passion. And also with extra money coming into the school, then it might get them excited to, attend more activities themselves within the school. Next, promoting personal well-being. Communication is huge between any person, any job. You have to be able to communicate, and you have to be able to communicate just outside of your own friendship circle, but you have to be able to communicate with people that you are unfamiliar with, business leaders, business partnerships. Communication is huge, and by showing the students how to do this, this promotes them and building their own communication skills. It also makes them responsible. If the community comes in and gets them excited about rewards and scholarships, makes them responsible for their own education. It sets a fire under them and shows them what is possible in their learning. Also creates a spirit. When we've got the community coming together, everybody's excited about attending the football games and just being riled up. There's no better feeling than a great spirit when you attend school events or things out in the public when you see your school name posted. And I think just having that higher excited well-being will just create that wonderful spirit that this school obviously needs. Promoting the engagement of families. First, it gives families a focus. If they know what's going on in the school, then they can keep themselves focused. They know what they need to talk to their students about. It gives them a focus to help their students sit down and help them with homework because they know what they're studying and they know what they're doing. And increasing participation. Once these parents are on fire for helping the schools and building them up to be a greater environment, then they will want to be inside and participating and helping with these parent organizations, attending parent nights, and just being there for their student. Also, with them knowing more about what's going on in the school, they will take that and enhance the learning at home, no matter what the math skills or reading level or anything, but they would be able to help the learning at home because they will know what's going on. So hopefully with all of this, the parental apathy will definitely be changed. So this has been a fun course, and thank you.